It's freezing out here. Can you tell me one more time, please? What the hell are we doing out here?
Well, on the last recording, the chickens were making so much noise, I thought we'd try recording at night while they're sleeping.
Oh my God. Does this mean every episode's gonna be in the dark?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, what time is the lighting crew getting here?
Dude, there's no freaking lighting crew.
What?
We don't have a budget. We don't even have subscribers.
You have got to be kidding me. Well, how about run an extension cord out from the house and we'll run it to the chicken coop right here.
We only have one extension cord, and it's being used for the chickens' water heater right now.
What? Well, can we at least get a space heater? You know, those cylinders with the flames that come up and heat this place up?
Which part of no budget do you not understand, you moron? Here, I got you these for heat and light. You can thank me later.
What is this? These are matches.
Listen, Einstein, you strike the match, you get heat and light.
Oh my God. Welcome to the coop.
Cut!
What?
You can't do that. This is a kid's book. You'll scare the children.
Ow.
Dude, you have to be a happy camper. Try again.
Hey guys, welcome to the coop. So here we are, the story before the story, otherwise known as the introduction. So the story of this book begins with a tree. I moved out here from California. I was out here for a couple of years, and I was really missing the big redwood trees that were at my local landscapes back in California. So I contacted my good friend Rob, who knows more about trees than anybody I know. And I asked Rob, I said, hey, do you know any old growth trees we can go to, some big ones? And he's like, yeah, I know where some of the biggest trees are out there in New England. In fact, there's a place that has the tallest white pine in New England. And I thought, yes, that's the place. That's where I want to go. And so he said, all right, get the kids, bring the family if you want. So it ended up being my daughter and him and his son. And we went out to a place in Western Massachusetts along the Mohawk Trail. And when we got there, he told me, he said, oh, I'm going to take you to this place called the Tree of Peace Grove. And there's a tree there that's dedicated to Jake Swamp, called the Jake Swamp tree. And so we camped and we woke up the next day and we hiked down by the river. And I was expecting, big signs for tallest tree in New England or the Jake Swamp Grove. And it was kind of a lesser traveled trail that didn't have any major signs or anything like that. And we were hiking along into the forest going up this ridge, and there was a sign in there. It said the Tree of Peace Grove, and how this one area of the forest was dedicated as trees of peace. And Rob had some papers with just kind of handwritten notes and a map with a mark on it showing where the Jake Swamp tree was. And he's like, I think it's over this way. So we kind of wandered through the forest, and we get down into this valley, and we see two people at the base of a tree just kind of chilling out. And we thought, oh, that, Rob's like looking at his map, he's like, I think this is the spot. And I'm like, okay. So we waited our turn until those people got up and quietly left. And I don't think they ever saw us, and we just kind of hung out quietly. And then we went in and went to the base of this tree. And it was a big one. It was a big, tall, white pine. And nobody else was around except us and our kids. And the kids ran off. We're just romping around the woods, whacking each other with sticks. And Rob and I just kind of laid down under this tree and looked up at the canopy. at the top in silence for, I don't know how long it was. It seemed like a long time. And then eventually we got up and we hiked back. And then I went home. And the next day, I woke up and I had this song stuck in my head. It's freezing out here. Can you tell me one more time, please? What are we doing out here in the dark filming?